Hello, comrades. You know me as Mr. Put In, because I don't know when to pull out. Bimbos love me, because I have huge, palace, and just enormous, meeting table. Last spring, the genetically modified NATO worms had invaded my rectum, so I had to respond by invading Ukraine. Now, I want make a first yearly report of my negative successes in this war. Fighting NATO costed you, costed us, a lot of lives and resources. And it will cost even more when NATO will join the fight. Not long ago our forces celebrated 100,000 casualties. But that is not all we can do. The number can be higher, and it will be higher, because we still have a long way to go until we reach USSR level of losses. I think we need to make second wave of mobilization, because being dead is the only way to save people from living in Russia. Our forces did a special renovation project in captured Mariupol. Now it finally looks like any Russian town should. Militarization program for Ukraine is going well. They received a lot of arms from the Allies, but we still remain the biggest supplier. I even mark the gifts I leave laying around with Z and V letters, to make sure that it will be delivered to Zelensky, Volodymyr. Our forces have performed hundreds of successful strikes against the civilian population because we could not find any military targets. Please tell them to stop hiding, it is unfair. With our retreat from Kherson, where we promised to stay forever, we beat the record of the Millennial Reich, that managed to last at least more than 10 years. Still, not all were lost. I am proud to say that one of our greatest achievements in Ukraine was a raccoon stolen from the zoo. It was transported to Russia and assigned to the local university, because it appeared to be smarter than most students. To enforce true equality, I decided to release rapists and murderers into our society. After all, they can't make it worse than it's already are. To do that, members of the mercenary organization that are forbidden in our country by law are recruiting convicts from the prisons, so they would rape and kill on the battlefield, and then be released to bring same experience to the citizens of our country. As our factories and depots go up in flames after being visited by serial smokers, we had determined that smoking indeed kills, burns, and explodes. Scientists are saying that Earth is overpopulated. We took action with our newest innovation that's called, trade your son for new, or maybe used, Lada car. If you have a spare son that you never liked, you can always sign a contract with the army and trade him for the marvel of our auto industry. It will disappoint you just like your real son, but at least it does not eat as much. We arrested lots of people for holding the "Stop Fascism" signs. They didn't said who are the fascists, but I think that everybody knows anyway. The NATO promo campaign is also going well. We convinced 2 more countries to join the NATO, and made the others start considering the possibility. I still waiting to get paid for such successful advertisement. In rubles please. A lot of Russian businessmen decided to end their lives, so the youth could take their place faster. Some say they wish I would do the same, but where will they find another deranged madman to be a proper replacement? I also wanted to thank our Western partners for stimulating the negative growth of our economy with their sanctions. That will help our people to embrace the cultural traditions of the past, such as eating grass and worms. With my great efforts, one of our warships were turned into submarine. Its crew isn't dead, they are serving a special underwater mission on this new top-secret submarine in collaboration with local fish. So, no Lada for their parents. We became more friendly than ever with our favorite dictator circle, China, North Korea, Syria, Myanmar. There is also a Belarus, but my hand is so deep inside Lukashenko's butthole that sometimes I forget that he is a real person. Dear comrades, even in this dark times, I write poetry. Here is one. Denazification is my creation. Annihilation of entire nation. I bring starvation and devastation. And maybe also some castration. Do you like it? Because if you do not, I have a good place in Gulag for you. Dear comrades, year ago, when we planned out 3-day invasion, we failed spectacularly, and had to start special helping operation for the poor oppressed Ukrainians that we came to save by cutting them heating, power and water, and also constantly shelling their houses. Now I am planning a second wave of invasion. And this means that now we have to gather all our strength, courage, resolve, and fail again, because, as I already said, I don't know when to pull out. Most of you will die, but that's a price I am willing to pay. In the end, Europe will beg to sell them the gas that's coming out from my rectum. At least that is what I am dreaming about. Please, die for me. I mean, for the glory of the motherland. All tasks will be completed, and if they will not, then they were not tasks. Sincerely, your grand strategist. Okay, now when it's over, bring me a bag of coke and another general to execute. What? The camera is still on? I mean, bring me a cock, and another general, he is so cute. I love cocks, and generals. The only one who I love more is myself. Putin, over.